Yo, what's good, everyone? So, once again, the secret to talking to homeowners or older homeowners without sounding super pushy or young. Okay, so why older homeowners act differently? Super simple. They've talked to dozens and dozens of agents over the years. Okay, and they're actually more sensitive to tone than scripts. Okay, so they value respect, clarity, and patience over energy and hype. So, you have to have this things over, like, you don't have to be energized or hype or things like this. Okay, so older homeowners don't want to be sold, they want to be understood, like most agents or most people out there. So the biggest mistake that agents actually make nowadays is what younger agents often do. Like, they talk too fast, sound overly excited, and they use trendy phrases or sales language, and old people don't like that. They don't understand that. They don't feel like the comfortable thing when they don't feel comfortable when you talk this way. So why this backfires? It actually creates the generation gap instantly and comes off and as like the inexperienced or pushy way. Okay, so it's super simple and it triggers like the resistance even if the message is super good from you. Okay, so the right mindset before you speak: slow down. Authority sounds super calm, like when you talk fast, and you're not pitching, you're just conversing. Okay, so your job is to gather context and information about them and to know their specific situation, not force the decision. Okay, so the rule here is, if you sound relaxed, they relax. Okay, they're gonna feel comfortable talking to you and they wouldn't want to hang up. Okay, so how to adjust your tone without changing who you are, because you have to be real, you have to be yourself in the call. Okay, there is something called pace. Okay, so speak slower than you normally would. Okay, like I do right now. Pause after important points and let silence do some of the work. Okay, silence is, it's the key for everything. Okay, the second thing I have here, it's the volume. Okay, slightly lower and steadier. Avoid sounding amped up. Okay, and then we have confidence here, which is one of the most important things. Okay, because less enthusiasm, more certainty. Okay, calm delivery equals experience. Okay, so the fifth thing that I have here, which is one of the most important things, like language that builds instant comfort. Okay, so what to use specifically more of, like what are the things to say in the call specifically. Just wanted to check in, like I was curious, like I wanted to get your thoughts, like from what I'm seeing locally, things like this. So what to not say in a call like with old people? It's actually amazing opportunity, like act fast, this is blowing up, or anything that sounds like urgent or hype driven or things like this. Okay, so position yourself as the advisor and not the salesperson, because most people, especially old people, they don't like salespeople. Okay, they don't want to be sold. Okay, so ask thoughtful questions, listen longer than you speak to them, ask them questions and then let them speak, let them talk and tell you about their situation, about their limiting beliefs, what they think about all of these stuff. Okay, and reflect what they say back to them. Okay, this is a key in sales. Okay, and in talking to people, especially old people as well. So example of advisor style behavior: clarifying instead of pushing. Okay, educating instead of convincing, offering perspective not pressure. Okay, this is a key. And handling resistance without the tension, don't challenge their objections. Okay, acknowledge their experience and then normalize their hesitation. Okay, so the framework to follow right here, it's you acknowledge and then you validate and gently redirect. So this keeps the conversation open instead of the confrontational. Okay, so super simple. So why this works super well with you? It's older people, or let's say older homeowners, value professionalism over personality. So they respect agents who don't rush them, or professional who know what they're talking about. And calm confidence signals trustworthiness. Okay, so that's super simple. When they feel respected, they stay on the line, they don't hang up, as I mentioned at the beginning. So the conclusion right there for you, it's super simple. You don't need to sound like older or something like this, you need to sound steady and know what you're talking about. Okay, so remove urgency, like remove hype or any pressure or any like energy like out there. Okay, and when you do that right, older people listen to you and they actually list with you at the beginning of the day because they feel comfortable with you. They feel like you know what you're talking about, and you're the local expert, and they feel comfortable talking to you and dealing with you at the same time. Okay, so that was everything. If you want to know exactly how we put our US based cold calling team to get our clients like 1, 2, 3 listings every month, okay, on top of what they actually do right now, so click the link in the description. I'm gonna show you exactly everything. There is no commitment on your end, no upfront fees, no anything else, no monthly cost or anything like that. Super simple for you. Okay, so until then, have a nice wonderful day and take care.